It's almost September 15th, which means it is almost Hispanic Heritage Month, and you're probably looking for songs and activities that you can use in your music room to celebrate the Hispanic heritage culture. Although, disclaimer, you should celebrate it year-round, but I know that even I can do better with that. But in this video, we are going to talk specifically about one song that I have stumbled across recently that I love using in my classroom, that I introduced last year and my students absolutely loved, and that is Pala Palita. So if you're looking forward to finding a new song to use in your elementary music room around Hispanic Heritage Month, stay tuned. Hey whimsically musical teachers, it's Rainy Barton over here, back again with another video. I can't believe it. 3 weeks in a row, I'm going strong. Anyway, if you want to subscribe to help my channel grow, that would be great, because we are sharing all sorts of music lessons, tips, and tricks over here to help you be the best music teacher you can be, and help myself as well, because y'all give me help and ideas in the comments all the time. But as I said, in today's video, we are going to be talking all about Pala Palita, which is a traditional Spanish folk song that I discovered last year through the book Vamos a Cantar, which, if you don't have that book, it is a bunch of traditional Spanish folk songs and games that you can use in your classroom. I highly recommend purchasing it. I will put a link under here. It is an affiliate link, so if you buy it from me, I get a little bit of coin back in my pocket. Not a lot. But anyway, I will link it underneath in case you need that book to add in your classroom. I have used it for years, and it's just a really great book. So definitely use that. But let's talk about what the song is and how I use it in my classroom. Another disclaimer, while I am Hispanic and I am half Cuban, I don't know Spanish. And you can thank my father, because he just didn't teach me. So, like, my Spanish is not the best, and if it doesn't sound great, it's because I don't speak Spanish. So we're gonna go with that. Anyway, Pala Palita is one of those songs that nobody knows where it came from. Like, there's no traditional origin for it, so it's just known as a traditional Spanish folk song. It's not from, like, Mexico specifically, or Puerto Rico, or Guatemala, or anything, and that's what it says in Vamos a Cantar. Hence, it also does not necessarily say what the original words are, because the words, I've discovered, do not all make sense, as I've asked many of my Spanish-speaking friends, and they said that's not a coherent bit of words. So just take it for what it is. I've learned the basic translation is stick, little stick. And it's about little stick. And the song, I will put the words on the screen, goes like this. Pala palita palote palitroque. And so it is a Sol Me song. So I normally use it with my first graders and second graders, because my second graders are a little bit behind this year. And so there's a game, and there's all sorts of other stuff that I do with it. So I'll just talk about the different concepts that you can teach and how I introduce it in my classroom, and then we'll get to the game portion, which my students absolutely loved when I introduced it last year. So if you're not new around here, then you know that I love to pair everything with a book, because I think that using children's literature in the music room is a fabulous way to get your students engaged, and to also help them with their reading skills and their comprehension skills, because you ask questions to get them to understand what was happening in the story. And so I try to do my best, or my part, to incorporate English and reading into the classroom, because I know a lot of kiddos are behind in this day and age on reading. And so the book that I used to pair with this song is Sticks by Diane Alber. I will also put an affiliate link under here as well. Basically, that book is about a popsicle that once the popsicle's been eaten, it's just a little stick. And he feels like he has no purpose anymore, and that there's no place for him in the world, and that he's just a little stick. Hence, stick, little stick, Pala Palita. That's how I put it together. And so he meets all these different stick-like characters, like a paintbrush that lost his color but then learned how to color with other things, and like all these different types, like a pencil that couldn't write anymore, all these other things. And eventually he learns, oh, I may be just a stick or a little stick, but I still have purpose, and I still matter, and I can still do fill in the blank with the world. It's a cute little story. Definitely check it out. But I basically insert the song, Pala Palita, every couple of pages whenever he's complaining about being a little stick to himself. And so that's like his theme song. And the song's really quick, really catchy. The kids catch on pretty easily. So then after that, we will go, and I use steady beat for this with my kids. So we review tying the beat to it, just going Pala Palita palote palitroque. And we talk about that. And then we clap the rhythm, and we talk about what's different between steady beat and rhythm, because you can never say that enough in your elementary music classroom with your littles. Never can. And then once we've reviewed through that, I will actually use this I don't use it as my intro song to Sol Me. Typically, my kids have had Sol Me experience at this point, although it would be a great one to use because it's at the beginning of the year, And also it's short, so it might be good for that, and it's only Sol Mi. But we've used little task cards before where I will have them figure out the melody by using their sol and their mi and by using their high and low, and so they've had to fill in the blanks before with little dot markers. We've done it together on the screen where I have the first note and they have to figure out the next one. We've done it where I have students actually come up to the front and we have like the ones that are sol stay standing, the ones that we think are mi should be sitting. There's all different sorts of ways that you can use this for Sol Mi. With the PowerPoint presentation that I have Sol Mi slides for you, which of course I'll link that at the end of this as well. But there's different ways that you could use Sol Mi for this in your classroom. So whatever method of whether you're practicing, whether you're preparing Sol Mi and you're just calling it high-low, whatever it is, that is up to you. But it's a really great one to use Sol Mi in your classroom. And of course, it's also really great to use for quarter note and eighth note in your classroom because it only has quarter and eighth notes. So you could review this for ta and titi or ta and taka. I think taka is what you say if you're using the Takadimi notation system. If I'm wrong, let a girl know, because people always ask me to make products for them in that, and I'm like, I don't know that notation system, so I can't help you there. Anyway, so yes, you can use quarter and eighth note for it. You can also use sol and mi for it, and you can teach those in various types of ways. In the product and the slides that I already made and created for you, I have introduction to ta and tt or quarter and eighth note slides, as well as introductions to sol and mi, high and low. You actually teach them about sol and mi and their relationship being a skip apart and like how they live on Solfege Street. Like I have slides for all of that. So if you're interested in that, I will link that under here. But now let's get to the game because the game is super fun. So I'm very basic in how I do this game, but basically you need a seesaw type structure. So I use paper towel rolls, which I save all summer, and I have, like, I just get them over the summer. And then I also use rulers, little Dollar Tree rulers. So I use rulers and paper towel rolls. And so basically there will be a paper towel roll and then I will have the ruler propped up against it. So it's literally like a seesaw and one end is pointed up like this. And then on that bottom side, I will have some coins attached, like some coins laying out on it. Because it's not exactly like this, it's enough like this that those coins can rest on there. And so there will be a couple of coins on there and the students will typically be in partners and one will be heads and one will be tails. And so the first person, or actually no, not even one of them is heads and one of them tails. It doesn't matter about that. They're just trying to win all of the coins. So the first person on each team, they'll sing the song and they'll decide beforehand what they're going for. So maybe the first person goes, I'm going for heads for this round. So they sing the song, Pala Palita, palote, palitroque, and then they smash the top side of the seesaw. The coins go flying, and basically whichever coins land on heads, they get to keep, and then the other ones go back to the middle. And then the next time, maybe the next student says, well, I'm also going to go for heads, or I'm going to go for tails. Once all the coins are gone, the student that has the most coins is the winner. You could do this as a class activity and just have a couple of kids come up to the front and they see like, you know, that sort of way. Or you can break them into smaller groups. If you want to do that, you're going to have like some sort of seesaw structure, whether you use paper towel rolls and rulers or whatever you want to use in your classroom. But it's a fun little game. The kids have a lot of fun with it because they're all competing against each other and they're like, I'm going to win. No, I'm going to win. And anytime you can introduce competition in your classroom, you know, it's fun time. But yeah, that's the game in simple terms. And then beyond that, there's not much more you can do with this song. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but like I said, it's a fun song to use in your classroom. Once again, you can find the notation for this in Vamos a Cantar. You can also find it inside my product Pala Palita, the slide presentation, with all of this information and more, and I will link it underneath this video. But I hope that you were able to find another song that you can use in your classroom for Hispanic Heritage Month, and if you're looking for more Hispanic Heritage Month games and activities, I have videos from last year and the year prior. I will link all of them under here. I have a Hispanic Heritage Month music bundle where I have a bunch of activities for you, including new ones like Tito Puente the Mambo King book and Los Pollitos and like all these other ones. So if you're interested in all that, everything that I talked about is underneath this video, but I'm going to let you go because I have other videos to film before my son wakes up from his nap. And with that, I'll see you in another video.